Our last real task now, task 12, is to have a button which allows me to click on it and therefore will send the data to the back end using what we talked about earlier with a post or a get. So let's repeat the points from one of our earlier slides where we said that we could have a post or a get. Well, we have a method called post, and when it posts the data, we don't really see the data. When we have a method called get, it posts the data or puts the data to the back end, but we can see it in the browser, in the address bar at the top, the URL. Well, so far, that's what we have really done. Yeah, we have really said, okay, yeah, we have a method equals get. But how do we submit the values? Well, where do the values go? So we need, first of all, a button to submit the values using either the post or the get. And then what we need is another input type, which is of type submit. So we have already added our method called get, but we need the button to say, once this is clicked, then we go to the form where it says method equals get, and it then will send the data. At a later stage, we'll be able to change that so that we can change it from a get to a post, and it will send to the back end in a slightly different way. So we're going to put in an input of type submit, and we're just going to have a value. But the value in this case is what's going to be on the button. It's going to be the words that say submit details. One line in our IDE. So input type submit, value submit details. And if I were to look at the browser and do a refresh, we can see submit details button. The next thing is that the input type is submit, and it defines the button to say, I want to submit those details to a form handler in the back. So the form handler is usually a server page with some sort of script. It could be JavaScript in the back end, or it could be Java. And the form handler is specified in the form's action. So at the minute we haven't got an action, we've just got the type and the value. So what we want to do is we want to add in an action which says equals and then blank. But we could be saying that once this is sent to the server, I want it to go to another web page. So in our case, we will go back in and go to the top where we had our form tag. And where we have the method, we'll just put action equals and double quotes, double quotes. We will then go to the file menu and save, or because we have autosave on, we'll view in the browser. Go back again into our browser. I'll just do a refresh, and then we're going to click on the submit button after we have put in some details. So I put in some details, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have our up and down, so we can pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever we want. We can pick a date. I'll just pick a date. We pick the engine size. And we pick either yes or no. And then we pick all of these, none of them, or some of them. And then I'll just put in a message or test. And then I click my submit button. That will then submit it to wherever I want it. In our case, it'll submit it to the same web page. Now, interestingly, if you look at the top, you will see where it says vehicle registration number equals ABC and 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the question mark we talked about at the start. And then after that, we have the additional age of vehicle, yeah, which is 8. Another registered date equals another engine CC equals, and then we have standard specification, etc. all the details that we need. So we can see that these are the details that you would have along the top because we used the get. If I looked inside the browser, I could also see it in a slightly different way. So there's a developer tools in the browser, which you don't need to worry about, but it would show vehicle registration is ABC space 1234, etc., or whatever else we typed in. That is what is going to go to the back end. So they are just some examples. Wow. You now have some understanding of using HTML to write code and to display it in the browser. Unbelievable in such a short period of time. So you have used the knowledge of HTML tags and controls, or tags elements. Remember we said about tags and the text in between elements to create a basic code application form, just like real world examples. Yes, it's small and simple, but all the basics are there for us to start off. And you can see these are from real websites. This is a form where you fill in your details. When you click on the next button, it brings you to another form where you fill in some more details. And you can see that in here we have a select, which gives me the options. I'm picking that. And eventually, even if you go from one form to the next and click on your submit button, all of your details will go to the back end. So yes, unbelievable. We have achieved an awful lot in a short period of time.